Hey guys, this is my ADU project, 1852 First Street. We're here in the beautiful city of Laverne, and I'm going to give you guys a quick walkthrough. Come on in. All right, so this is detached garage conversion, right? So you have limited areas for living. So we have a nice little couch, a mini split, little area here. We have a desk here just for a college kid, kind of to do some studying. So we kind of got them started off with very minimal furniture, and then the rest of it they can furnish themselves. But let's walk on over here to the kitchen area. Beautiful Spanish tiles, right? This is the modern vibe of most young, maybe 18 to 22-year-old kids who like flashy. So we kind of gave them that in this ADU. So all the doors and cabinets are all soft close, right? We have microwave, a full stove. A lot of places they say, you know what, go with a smaller stove for college kids. But who knows, if they like to cook and have, they're like a gourmet chef, they may want all the burners to be there. So moving on, this is just like a little, this is a new sexy faucet they call it these days, right? And then nice little sink for them, retro fridge. In every project, there's always something that you can say, I wish I did this differently, right? And this is my, I wish I did it differently. This thing is a massive, massive stackable washer dryer, and I wish I went with a smaller, more compact washer dryer. But hey, maybe in the next project, right? We're gonna move over this way. You have a little space if you want to put some cabinets here, just for storage, for towels, whatnot. You have it. Actually, before we get to the bathroom, let's go to the closet. We were debating for a long time to say, we went back and forth with the architect to say, do we want the stackable washer dryer to be here and not give them a storage space, or do we want them to give this? And so everybody that I know who lives in apartments, I asked several friends of mine who live in downtown LA, is this something that they would have here, like a little storage closet or a stackable washer dryer outside? And they all said the same thing. They would love to have this because they have friends over and all that. At least they have a place to put their belongings and put it away, and it's not out in the open. So, and this, in my opinion, is the beauty, right? This is I'll go inside. This is a really nice 3/4 inch thick slider glass door with a bathroom, just your typical bathroom, and you want to make sure you have a little bit of a storage space for people. So we continued the matte black finish look throughout the ADU. Nice little tiles. You have a niche area here, and I really like the waterfall shower system versus it coming right in your face. You can come right underneath it, and it's nice, right? It's easy to. I prefer. I feel like I'm under a waterfall. I have this in my house as well. So, and we can go ahead and move on over. I guess maybe before we do, we have a sub panel that's in here, and this sub panel includes all the switches for throughout the ADU. So if they need to get access, it's all within the ADU itself. This is a 1-bedroom ADU. So this is a bedroom, and like little things, you have a couple windows that face the outdoor area, and that's the outdoor area that they'll be having to study, get some food, catch some sun. So we wanted to include that as ADU. But for this specific bedroom area, it's not so big, but it's not so small. It's kind of right in between for detached garage conversion. Again, matte black finishes, outlets everywhere, right? You want an outlet, because the last thing you want is you come in here and all of a sudden, I wish there was an outlet there, right? It's so much cheaper during the construction process to have it. And we want to make sure it's catered for people. It's not something I'm trying to maximize my return on this thing. No, these outlets, they don't cost much right now, and I'd rather give that to the college student. Nice big closet, right? We've all been into apartments with this little tiny closet. Well, we said, no, we want to give them a nice big closet for the ADU space. So you have enough space, and you can put shelving or whatever the tenant wants to put in here as well. Matte black doors, again, handles matching throughout the ADU, and pretty much, that's it for my ADU. originally hear about the $40,000 grant, it's a bit intimidating because you see this online website where you see a bunch of names of people who can help and get you this money. And HPP Cares has really done an excellent job with being very clear and explaining how the funding works, how to receive it, the documents needed to support the funding. And I couldn't be more happier with receiving the funds. I had a bunch of questions and they communicated extremely well, super responsive through emails, and thank you guys so much for the funds. This process, I've done it before on a few other ADU projects, and I want to say that each process is different. From the permitting aspect of it, you really want to have the right people in your team to help you design it, because you don't want to have many change orders to the process. So if you're out there and you're looking to do this ADU project, I highly recommend getting an excellent design team. I've been working with a team called AN Collective, and they've really done a great job of not just showing the plans, but they spec out some of the finishes, saying, hey, you want to use this size refrigerator, you want to use this size washer dryer. The little details in your plan and your layouts go a long way. So from the permitting side, it's the more work you put in, the more output you get, and it's gotten better as it progressed on my ADU projects. As far as construction goes, now the plans are approved, we're ready to go, and you're looking for a contractor. I highly recommend going with somebody who's licensed, who knows what they're doing. Ask them if they have any experience in the past working on ADUs. I've been blessed with working with Building Construction. The contractor's name is Alvaro, and he's actually here on site today. And hopefully we can touch base with him later on in this video. Honestly, I've heard horror stories with ADUs. That, hey, my project's been a year long, the inspector is not approving this. You want to avoid all that. And the way to do it is having somebody who knows what they're doing. Typical ADU project takes a year. Alvaro got this project done in less than 3 months. From the start of when the plans got approved, I gave him the plans. Less than 3 months later, it was delivered. And he's delivered this on 2 other ADU projects that I've had in the past. So I can't say anything more highly about Alvaro, and he honestly is genuine. So let's say you have a change order in the middle of your project, he'll approach you in a very honest way saying, hey, this is what it is. If it were me, this is what I would do, and he's able to execute. So the whole process and the permits to the construction and getting the certificate of occupancy can roughly take between 6 months to a year. And that's the other thing, I would talk to your local agencies to say, hey, what's your typical background, your backlog on ADU projects? How long does it take to get plans approved? This one got approved in about, I would say, a couple of weeks, okay? And this is in the city of Laverne. And then I did one in Glendora that took 3 months. And I've seen some in LA that are still under plan check approval. So you really want to get a good idea of what cities are going to give you a shorter time and calculate your risk in that way. Oh, my experience has been awesome. I touched base on a little bit earlier. Damon, you called me yesterday and said, hey, can I come out there to take a look? And I said, hey, are you available tomorrow? And right away, you showed up, and we're here right now, and it's been excellent. Just kind of shows you HPP Cares has been super proactive. We've been working with Catherine Peoples, and she's excellent. Like I said, super responsive. I think we went back and forth in email about 15, 20 times. Received responses back in within an hour or two. Typically it says that it's 24 to 48 hours in email, but I'm getting a much quicker response than that. And then working with La Mesa, I'm working with a lady by the name of Karen. I'm not sure her last name, but she's been super helpful as well. And I think and getting all the I's dotted and T's crossed and moving forward with the project. So I couldn't say, I couldn't be happier. Originally, I was thinking for an Airbnb aspect of it, but then I realized that short-term rentals are not permitted for ADUs. So if you're out there thinking that you can do this and then get a permit for it, a lot of city agencies will not allow you to do short-term rentals, Airbnb, VRBOs, etc. So sometimes you can target nurses, travel nurses, or people here for business. But specifically for my ADU in Laverne, it's going to be catered to college students. I really wanted to make sure this ADU was not just like a place where they come in and they sleep and it's super crowded. We made the layout, I guess, really catered towards college kids. There's a backyard area, and that's not available for a lot of ADUs. So I would recommend if you can include a little small area for college kids to be out there, maybe just getting some sun. Right? We all know when we're studying, it can be kind of intimidating just to be indoors all day and inside the wall. So if you can have an outdoor area for your ADU, it'd be excellent. And so this ADU was specifically catered for college students in the city of Laverne. Yeah, Damien, I have a few shout outs I want to give. First, I want to thank AN Collective. And they actually came up with the plans. Any plan check corrections that were needed, the turnaround time was super fast. So thank you, AN Collective. My biggest shout out has to go to Alvaro, and he's with Build It Construction. Thank you so much for everything you've done for me and my family. He's done 3 ADU projects for me. Like I mentioned before, all completed in under 3 months. From when the plans were approved. That's probably the fastest turnaround time that I've seen. Just kind of say thank you, Alvaro, and if you want to please share some of your experience with doing ADUs and helping other clients and myself.
Sure, why not? Thank you, first of all, for the opportunity to work with you. Well, this is something that people is taking advantage of the programs that they have to build an ADU or convert the garage into a living area. The only thing I want to say is, we've been in this business for a little bit of time now, and we know the process. We know how to get it done in a short period of time, because I know the importance for the clients to have their project done in short time.
Yeah.
The only thing I want to say is, after I say thank you, we are here to help people. If you're interested in a garage conversion or ADU or addition or whatever, we're licensed contractors and we can do small or big jobs, whatever. Thank you again. Thanks for the opportunity. Thanks to your family, because not just you, it's just a lot of people that we've been working on, and it's been a good experience for me, and thank you again. Thank you guys. Thanks these guys for planning to get it done in short time.
Yeah.
I think that is the key in a projects like this, because people expect the project to get done in a short time. And when you spend more than 6 months in a project like this, it's for me it's a lot of